I got a job at a gentleman's club to find out who my husband was cheating on me with. Was it the former Miss University, Louise? Or the mother of three, Jessica? Or maybe the school teacher, Clarissa? Back then, I had no idea the unexpected outcome that awaited me at that sinful place. It all started when I accidentally saw John near the gentleman's club. Darling, where are you? What time will you be back today?
I'm at the psychologist, as usual. It's Wednesday. I have a 2-hour session today. I'll be home late.
6 months before that, John said that he was having panic attacks. And with tears in his eyes, he asked me if I could pay for his sessions. I agreed because my husband's salary was quite low. But as it turned out, his panic attacks were a lie, and he was spending all my money on the club's dancers. I wanted to catch him red-handed, but I wasn't even allowed to go in.
Sorry, men only.
I was angry at myself. John was a womanizer even before we got married, but I believed he could change. Luckily, my mom isn't as naive as I am, and insisted that we needed a clause in our marital contract. A spouse caught cheating won't get anything in case of a divorce. When my husband came home, I pretended to be asleep. I waited for him to fall asleep and carefully went through his stuff. I found a long white hair on his jacket, as well as on his belt buckle. Being angry at John helped me come up with a revenge plan in a flash. The following day, I took a day off from work and got a job as a waitress at the gentleman's club. I quickly earned the trust of a naive waitress named Rose. Rose and her fiancé bodyguard Tom knew everything about everyone at that place and provided me with information about the 3 strippers. The mother of many children, Jessica, was the first on stage. She loves money and is ready to do anything for it. Jessica turned out to be a redhead, so I immediately crossed her off my list of suspects. This one is the main star, gorgeous Louise. Louise was amazingly beautiful, but she was not blonde. What about this girl? She's new. Her name is Svetlana. She doesn't even speak the language, just arrived yesterday. She replaced Clarissa. She's sitting over there with her fiancé. They're getting married. How long has Clarissa's hair been like that? Years, to be honest. I was stumped. None of the 3 strippers matched my suspicions. Frustrated, I bought a cocktail to Jessica's dressing room and was shocked to the core. She wore a wig. It was as clear as day that she was John's mistress. Now I just had to wait until Wednesday for him to come back. Time flew by, and soon, my lying husband was sitting at the club. While he was watching the strippers, I was watching him. And I wasn't surprised when he got up and left, right after Jessica's performance. I went straight to her dressing room and heard her joyful voice. "Of course, honey, whatever you want." I turned on my phone's camera and entered the dressing room. Much to my surprise, John wasn't there, and Jessica was on a video call with her son. "Just go to bed," Don't make your grandma angry, please. I walked back to the hallway and saw John following someone into a private room. What the? Rose? As it turned out, I had been looking in vain for a mistress among the dancers. Sweet and naive Rose was ready not only to cheat on a loved one, but also violate work rules for money by secretly meeting with clients. However, karma caught up with them, and both got what they deserved. Rose was fired and her fiancé left her, while John was left with nothing after the divorce. I learned to judge a person's character a lot better and stopped believing that people can change. Remember, be careful who you trust. Salt and sugar look the same,